Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here in YOUCANIC we have our 2016 Dodge Journey. Now on this Dodge Journey we're going to go over how you'd replace this side marker light. This light comes on when you have your clearance lights on and when you have all your lights on to notify the side of your vehicle. So right here is a bolt that needs to be removed. And that's a size 7 bolt to be removed. This fender portion, it's completely removed, but you only need to remove the push pins on this side and make sure you remove the push pin that's hanging here and a push pin down here, and then that will be all that needs to be removed from this side. We'll go to the other side, and so on this side we have our number 7 bolt to be removed up here. And with that bolt removed, then we will work our way removing these push pins around so that we can remove the bumper. Generally the push pins, you pull the top out, but these are very much stuck in there, and then they'll come out easier. But okay, so we've got all that done. Now we'll go down along the bottom and remove the ones that are down there. We're going to remove this as all one unit, so we want to remove a push pin here, here, and here. And once we undo those 3 push pins, it should be all that we need to do on the bottom. Okay, so with those 3 push pins that hold this bottom piece on, so we have all the 3 push pins that are removed on the bottom that hold the bottom of the bumper on, and the ones in the fender well. And now we have push pins to remove on the top. Okay, so we've got all the push pins that we need to remove, so we should be able to just pull the edges away. That's what locks it in. We got a little clip here. For the fog lights, just by squeezing it. And we'll do the same thing over here. Just pull it, and you've got the little clips in here that hold on the bumper, and then we've got one right here. So once you pull, then you'll have your access to be able to reach down here, squeeze the clip for the fog light, and be able to remove that. And then when that's all done, the ambient temperature sensor is hooked on the bumper. So we just need to get that removed. And now we will be able to remove the whole bumper. So to do that, you're going to remove the 3 bolts that hold this housing in. You also remove the bumper, and with the bumper removed, you'll be able to pull this out. you'll want to undo this electrical connector, because that way it gives you enough space to be able to turn this headlight over and be able to undo this electrical connector. You don't actually have to undo the electric connector on this one, but we will. You just squeeze the tab on the bottom here to unlock and pull it out, and then you'll be able to spin this a quarter turn to the left, to be able to replace this bulb. This bulb here, you'll just pull it straight out, and the side marker bulb is just a 168. So you take a new 168 and just install it, line up the tab, and then you'll be able to flip this back. You've got your two larger tabs and smaller tabs. You'll line those up. And then turn it a quarter turn to the right. We'll hook the electric back up. And if that's the last light that you're replacing, then you'll go ahead and hook this electric back up. Reinsert this housing here. Install the 3 bolts that hold it on and tighten them up. 1 bolt here, 1 bolt that's right down in the middle of the light, further down, and then 1 that's right here in the top corner. And tighten that up, and then you would reinstall your bumper. This model. So we have our bumper here. We're going to raise it up. So I have it sitting up in location. We put a something to support it for the moment while we get everything else lined up, and now we'll line it up. So we'll start with, on this side, we got to line up. We have a plastic tab that we're going to insert into a groove here, and then it will connect to the light itself. And then we raise this up into the clamp connector here and press this back until we hit the snap there, and that's locked into a bracket that is under the headlight. And now we've got this attached, and we can go ahead and put the screw that goes in right here, which is a size 7 nut, and we'll just tighten that up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, and so we have a little tab right in here. We're going to line up in the groove. And with that lined up, then we'll be able to clamp that into place, and then just press right here on the bumper until you hear the snap, and that's locking that into that handle, or not handle, but the holder there. Same thing, we'll take our 7mm bolt and insert it up in here and tighten that up into place. Okay, so we've got that tight. Make sure, one thing you don't want to forget is to plug in your connectors for your fog lights. Line those up and press it in. We'll do the same on the other side. And then with the ambient temperature sensor, make sure you reach up under there and reattach it to the bumper. It connects right into here, this bottom grill. There's a little hole indent, and it squeezes into there with a little push pin. And that's where it'll sit there behind here to read the temperature that's outside. And then you would go along the bottom. There's 4 push pins, I believe, on the bottom, the 4 push pins on the top, and then your push pins that go in the fender well and hold that all to the bumper. And that would be how you would reattach your front bumper. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.